Charlotte. That shit. Joseph Thompson, y'all. Make some noise.
What's going on there? I feel like I'm kind of like breaking up the caboose, if you will, which is cool, but I already got my permission slip signed, so y'all don't have to worry. It's like, I used the phone book to get up here. It took like 3 hours to get down here. Y'all know it's a fucking haul from like Charlotte to here, right? I don't know if y'all knew or like y'all know who I am, but I can't read. Yeah, the colors they change on sometimes. I've been trying to figure out, is that mattress laying on the side of 485? Is that somebody's car? Or is that somebody's like birth thing? Crackheads be crazy, I'm telling you. No, just me, I don't think that. It's awesome to be invited out here, man. I ain't gonna lie. A bunch of legends, legends on the lineup. Y'all go ahead and give every comedian out here a round of applause real fast. Like y'all, all y'all in here know how to cook, I'm sure. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I feel like I'm at one giant cookout right now. No, nobody else feel like that? The show are we in right now? So everybody has like their own like chili recipe, right? Who doesn't like chili? Let me just go ahead and get that out of the way. Everybody likes chili. Sweet. Yeah. So on a different recipe scale, there's a lot of y'all, depending on which part of the area you're from, has got a different meat to bean ratio. I'll let that one marinate. So like some people put more meat than they do beans. Some people got more beans than they do meat. I'm still trying to figure out what the extra meat part of that recipe is. I'm hearing chuckles. It's resonating. Kind of like goes hand in hand with like when you're an infant, like a baby, you start losing shit, right? Lose baby teeth, grow your human teeth in, your adult teeth, whatever. Start losing your hair, grow your adult hair. You get bigger, you grow out your old clothes. I'm waiting on like one of the things they invent where your baby penis falls off. You grow your adult penis in. They were about 32 years in the making for me. I'm still waiting on mine. Amazon, whatever. I just got married back in April. Does anybody else sleep with a box fan? I know a lot of you do, but I'm trying to hide it. I think those who use box fans are secretly serial killers. Because it could be 300 degrees below zero and you're still walking into a 747 airplane. Because all you're going to hear is. No, nobody else? We're getting there, guys. It's alright. There was a joke I did a while back, and it was hilarious. And I quit doing jokes and I just started doing stories because life, depending on who you are, can be really interesting. So if you're traveling late at night, I don't know if y'all realize how much wild shit happens at 2 a.m. on a gas station off of the freeway. I was pumping gas. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was going back to Columbia show. Now you're pumping gas, minivan storms in. Dude gets out of the, driver out of the passenger seat, comes around, slides open the side, and it's like, are you gonna listen now? Maybe it's smart ass, I'm just like pumping gas and I'm thinking, probably not, I don't listen for shit. And I'm dead in my left eye. I don't know if y'all can figure that out. I was born in Florida. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in Florida right now. I don't know if y'all know that. Y'all keep up with what's going on. After Florida man, people are trying to stick their hands in alligators' mouths, pulling leaves out with their teeth. There's only so many items and topics that you can fit white people shit into. I was waiting on it. It was coming. I think there's like different levels of white people, though, right? Because you know, you got that typical like old school Alabama crackers, right? And then you got younger folk that have a little bit of flavor. Right. I identify as a crouton instead of a cracker. Because I feel like they got more flavor. Yeah. They'll make that into a relationship in a couple years for sure. I know, those are the best. Chili. As long as you get the meat to bean ratio right, it should be alright. I was in the kitchen. I've been in the kitchen for like 13 years. And I was in the kitchen with a real good friend of mine. His name is Mike. And I was like, Mike is Jewish. And I'm adopted Jewish technically. And that's another story for another time. But we were in the restaurant and I was like, Mike, why don't Jews eat pussy? And I've heard it from multiple people that were like, you know, Jewish people, they don't go down there, you know? So I got to ask him, like, Mike, why don't Jews eat pussy? And he was a smart ass, so he was like, it's fuck you, that's why. And I was like, no, for real. He was like, I don't know why. I said, because it's too close to the gas station. I'm waiting on that. But my uncle didn't like the shit the bar mitzvah. Because my grandfather was so kind of passed in interpreting there. He fell out of the watchtower. Somebody else? So I worked in a warehouse like 7-8 years ago, and you'll recognize the name by Spencer's. Yep. You want a city with butt plugs, Major Sport Road has it. Just saying. And there was a guy I met there, and I realized this. Most people have nicknames for themselves. And I didn't know if these people gave themselves the nicknames. So I asked the guy one time, I was like, hey, why do they call you that? Because I was talking to him, and he said his nickname is Brandon Black. That was it. His nickname was Black. I think his real name was like, started with a B, was like Marcus or something like that. Real smart. He was like, I'm Black. Makes sense. But why? He said he's like dark. Oh, I know you're right. He said, for people to see me, I gotta smile. I said, so you're telling me the only difference between you and midnight is 11:59? I'm curious how I got y'all with that joke. I'll eventually get it. Technology has come a long way. I didn't realize just how far it had come until I'm sitting there trying to send a picture message to one of my best friends, and it fails like 8 times. And I've got Wi-Fi, we got service, and then you text somebody, immediately goes through. I'm like, all right, I'm going back to my lag with my 2000 desktop. I appreciate that. Nobody knows what 2000 desktop is? Fuck, I'm getting old.
And I realized I've been grown since high school.
I guess that was the thing, I guess, along with my facial hair. I don't grow, I guess. And it's kind of neat, but kind of shitty at the same time. It takes me 3.5 hours to find shoes. But when I find them, they're like half price. It's like a kid section.
Nobody else got kids that are size 6.5? So, Waffle House. Who likes Waffle House generally? Round of applause. Everybody likes Waffle House. I didn't realize Waffle House people were so defensive over cheesesteaks.
Who has an original cheesecake or cheesesteak rather from up in New York, Philly, on that area? Right there, that one there. I found out they get real offended if you call it cheesecake. They're both delicious. And I figure if I'm bad to eat both of them, I can call it cheesecake. Just don't put mushrooms and onions in it. I knew I should have brought my phone book. I appreciate y'all allowing me to come out here. I'm standing around here looking for a fucking mic stand.